Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is early for me to be on a live. Usually I do afternoon lives. I usually don't do morning lives. So this will be a good one for me. How are all of y'all doing today? This is Jen with Jen's Den Art. Come on in and say hello. I am by myself today. Michael is not here. Hello, Miss Ellen. Hello, Lisa and Shelly and Pam. Hi, Deb. So I had to come on early today because I'm leaving after this to go on a Mardi Gras adventure until tomorrow night. So between this time after this live and then all the way till 8 o'clock tomorrow, I'm going to be a little MIA. I'm going to try my best to answer any of your questions and help with anything y'all need help with. But over the next 24 hours, it's going to be kind of hit and miss after this live. So just be patient with me if you don't hear from me right away. I promise you, I will get back to you as soon as I get settled back after our little Mardi Gras adventure. So good morning, everyone. We are so glad you are here. We are working on day 3 of our flower painting. Today is the last day that we're actually going to paint. Okay, today is the last day we're actually going to paint. Tomorrow at 8 p.m., I am going to come live and just kind of celebrate everyone. And we may have a special guest on tomorrow night as well because I'm going to be with a friend. So we'll see how that goes. We're going to be going live from somewhere else in a new place. And yeah, I hope we have some fun too. Connie says, I hope you have fun. It's a 90% chance of rain. So I don't know if the parade's actually going to be happening or not, but we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Okay, so just to give you a little review of where we were, we've already painted day 1 and 2 of our flower painting, our acrylic 10-day challenge floral. I actually lost sleep over this last night, believe it or not. I do not like this flower right here, okay? And I thought maybe that this would be a good opportunity for me to actually show you, if you don't like something on a painting, what you do, or what you should do, rather than just give up, okay? Because I do not like it. I feel like it's too big. It didn't work out right. And that happens often. Okay, that actually happens often. It's not a, it's not always, it doesn't always come out exactly like you want it to come out. So what I'm going to do today for you is I'm going to show you, I'm going to bring in my next screen and see if I can get this right. I am going to show you what I am going to do to fix this. Let me make sure that y'all can see this, okay? All right. There we go. Does it look a little dark to you? It looks a little dark to me. Let me see what's going on with that. Hang on one sec. Why are you so dark? Let's bring this just a little bit up. Okay, that might be a little better, right? Okay, so I'm going out on a limb here, and I am going to try something live with you. And let's see. Good morning. This is a great lesson. Thank you, Pam. I'm going to go for it. So this is what I'm going to do. I am going to I'm going to fix this up, and I'm going to take my red first, and I'm actually going to take this flower and get rid of it in this whole area. It's too big. It's just extremely too big. So let's do something with it. It's just not working. And you can see that it's going to take a couple of couple of layers to actually fill this up. But I'm just going to do it because I want you to see what happens and how you can revive a painting if you don't like it. So I'm going to start here. And I might have to use my little dryer every once in a while to get the noise or to get it dry, but it's going to make a little bit of noise. Okay, I'm just going to cover this whole area. See how it's not covering that great? That's okay. That's okay. It's no big deal. I'm going to bring in a little bit of orange in there as well. Okay, and I'm going to dry this really fast. The good thing about acrylic paint, it dries really fast, so we're going to be okay. And I've got to make this flower smaller. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm just going to make the center of the flower a lot smaller. I'm going to start by making the center of the flower a lot smaller. And then I'm going to start making my petals again. And I'm going to focus on making sure that my flower is not quite so big. I feel like I'm going big again, huh? Let's try to make this a little smaller here. Okay, so that's going to be my first layer. And then I'm going to start bringing in some of my other little flowers. So don't even pay attention to the red behind it. I'm just going to start bringing in some other flowers in there, and then we're going to cover that red back up. And I'm going to go back into my purple. I'm going to start fixing some of this. And let's see, I'm going to bring another big purple flower down here. I'm patching the work up. And something else that I want to work on while I'm here, I might as well work on it. This hydrangea flower needs to come out more right here in the front. So instead of being so pointed, I don't want it so pointed. So don't be afraid to just go back over what you already have and make it work for you. I'm going to bring in a little bit of the darker color back in. While I'm in the purple, I'm going to work on the purple and the magenta again. Again, bringing in some of those pretty pinks in there. Just adding another layer. That's all I'm doing. Just adding another layer. All right, that's a little bit better. All right. So let me add some green in here. I'm going to grab my green. I see somebody said she loves Impressionism. Yes, my style is impressionistic. I like to keep things very loose and not exact at all. It's one of the things I love the most about painting is that you can kind of keep it on a really, really fun scale where you give people the opportunity to view a painting and kind of allow the viewer the opportunity to make of it what they want it to be. So some of the flowers don't even look like, I don't even know what kind of flowers they are. They're just some kind of flower out there. So you'll see that in a lot of my work. I'm not really particular about items that I'm painting. I leave a lot of imagination to the viewer. Let me put it that way. Okay. I'm going to clean that off. And my flower is a little bit smaller. It is a little bit smaller. So I'm going to kind of fill in with the aqua blue again. Let me get all of this covered up. Now this is a let's try to fix a painting lesson. So this might take me just a little bit. I'm using that aqua blue and that white. And I'm just working on my negative painting again. Bringing in my background. I don't paint florals that much. This is not something that I do very often. Florals are probably at the bottom of the scale on my favorite stuff to paint. I really like painting landscapes and country items and stuff like that. And you don't see me painting that many florals, but I do every once in a while. And I'm gonna make this a flower again. So it's okay if it takes a while to get everything going the way I had it before. Allow yourself the opportunity to make mistakes and fix. It's not always going to come out exactly like you want it to come out the first time. Okay, let's get a little bit of that. I'm trying to make like an orange so I can do the shading again. All right, I like it a lot better. A lot better. It's a little bit smaller. Let me make them a little fatter. And you'll notice, you'll see what I'm getting ready to do is I'm going to take a break from the flower. I'm going to take a break from the sunflower, and I'm going to start working on other things. But I'm going to come back to the sunflower. It's just going to take, I need to take a break from it just because it needs to dry a little bit. And I just need to get a better feel of the whole painting and its perception and what I'm trying to accomplish with it. So we're going to take a step back from our sunflower that I'm creating here. And I'm going to focus on the whole thing again. All right. One of the things I see that I need, this flower right here needs some work. So I'm going to come in with some more white and I'm going to bring it forward again. And I'm going to add just a little bit of a shadow in the middle. Just a teeny bit. Maybe a little bit of a red. Just there. There we go. And then this other white one up here needs a little bit of work. Just adding another layer. All right, I feel like these right here could use a little bit of work. Okay, this one here, this purple, needs some fun. I'm going to add some pink to it and some white just to add those highlights on top of it and to just kind of reshape it some. Same thing here. Let's add some white to those. Just a little bit more. That's good. All right. I'm going to start coming in with my shadows now. Oh, let's do something with this one. I don't like this one either. I'm going to make some white come out. So let's start looking at our shading. The way that I'm going to shade this one is I'm going to kind of add a shadow to the right side of everything. So this is going to be a little bit lighter right here. And then we're going to make sure that my shadow down here, you know what, we're going to make our, let's go ahead and make our base a little bit fatter. Just a little bit fatter. I'm going to add a little bit more to the side of it and just reshape it some. Just make it a little bit fatter there. And let's make that all work together. Okay, that looks a lot better already. And I'm going to take, I need a little bit of blue. I don't have my blue out. I'll grab a little bit of ultramarine blue. And I'm going to grab a little bit more of this bright aqua green. And I'm going to use those two colors together to bring in the darker side here. And a little bit of black. Okay, and I'm going to take my black and I'm going to mix it with just a little bit of white and blue. And I'm going to start grounding everything. Okay, and that basically means I'm trying to allow it to sit on something. It's got to have something that it's sitting on. So I'm going to make my shadow right here. All right, now it's actually sitting on something, which is going to work much better. Before it looked like it was just like floating in the air. Okay, and I'm going to continue that
in some of these areas on the painting as well, I'm going to darken in some of these cracks in here because I want to add some shadows and shading, and I'm going to keep those dark areas, like right behind this flower. I want it to look darker. So I'm taking my black right underneath this flower. I want it to look a little darker. Okay, right up here, I'm going to go for some little darker areas. Behind this, I want to go a little darker right here, maybe even some right here and right there as well. So what that's doing is that's allowing the lighter flowers to come forward even more than what they were before. And I hope you can see that through the whole process. Right here, we're going to add a little. Okay, clean that off. I see another place I should have done that. Let me grab, let's see, right here, right there. I should have done that as well. Okay, let's add a little bit. I'm going to make this a little bit darker right here. Bring in those lighter, make those lighter colors pop. Okay, this needs to be fixed. This right here is still not the way I want it. So I'm going to go back now that it's kind of dry. I'm going to go back and add a little bit more in here. And keep it really loose. Let's add some more white. There we go. A little bit more white. And a little bit more white. I feel like it needs to be a little brighter. So that the color here, let's make this white as well. The color here and the color here are not competing with one another. We need to make sure that we have a variety of values with that color. So that's why I'm bringing in a little bit more white in there. And I'm going to do the same thing up here just to keep it similar. And it could use another little coat up here as well. So I'm just adding a little bit of white to it. Okay, it's coming along really well. I need a little bit more work. I know y'all think it's probably done, but I keep on seeing things that I want to do. Right on the base of these sunflowers, I'm going to add just a teeny bit of red and orange color right on the base there. It's going to give it a little bit more shadow, and it's going to make them pop a little bit more. And I'm going to play with these just a little bit more. Why not bring in some of that orange? I think it looks really good. So I was able to kind of control this flower right here. And I think I accomplished that by just going back over it and redoing it. You notice how many layers I have? I have a lot of layers on this thing, which sometimes that's what it takes, right? There we go. And that little bit of sparkle there at the end. And I think the one other thing that I would definitely do is let's make our green pop just a little bit more. So let's add more of like a lime green. I'm going to add some yellow to my green, and I'm just going to come in here. Just add a little touch of that to a few areas. That needs a little work. All right. Take a step back. Getting there. Almost done. We need to make these purple hydrangeas look a little bit better. There we go. Okay, I like that purple enough. I know y'all are going to say, whoa, whoa, whoa. I like that purple enough. I'm going to add a little bit of it in my base. And I'm going to take my red and I'm going to add a little bit of it down here as well. Now, again, not everything looks exactly like a flower. Okay, remember I said I don't really care to spend a lot of time on making everything look realistic. So I think I'm gonna finish this off by adding a little bit of kind of like some branches, I guess. In some areas, I'm going to make like some little branches. And I think that's going to, I mixed green and red together to make this color. It's like a dark brown. I think that what that's going to do is it's going to break the monotony of all of the roundness. So I'm just going to come in here, and it's okay if it's on top of other things. I'm going to come in here and add some little branches. And I'm going to make one stick out right here. And watch what this is going to do. I'm going to find some areas that I feel like I need a little more linear feel. You can see I'm already adding a little bit of fun. All right, then off of them, off of the edges of them, I'm going to take my filbert brush again, and I'm going to make some little round, where is my filbert brush? Here it is. I'm going to make some little round, kind of like grayish white little baby's breath. I think somebody had said that yesterday. Add some baby's breath. So I'm going to go back up to these little areas. That's a little bit too dark. I'm going to add some white to that. And I'm just going to touch on these areas. On these little branches here. Let me even add a couple right here. All right. I think I like it. I think I like it. I think I like it. Going a little bit brighter right there. Oh, I forgot one. I see one I forgot. I'm going to add just a little bit more right here. Okay, I like the white. The white kind of makes everything pop even more. And so that's a really, really good finishing touch right there. Like that. Okay. I think I'm done. I could find more stuff to work on. Y'all know that. Like right here, I could go a little darker to make it look a little more 3D. All right. I'm going to stop because you know we can continue to go on and on. It now actually looks a little bit more like the first one, right? I brought in a little bit more of the actual representation of what I did in the first one. I feel like I need a little green right here and right here. Just bring in a little bit more green. All right, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, guys, so let me come back on the screen with y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this painting. This is definitely a painting that takes more than 45 minutes to complete because of all of the different layers and all the different shading and everything that we have been working on. So I hope you enjoy it. I want to see if I have any questions on here. Last night, Connie says she almost got a little puppy last night and named him Filbert, but decided to wait a little bit to get the right puppy that you want. I agree, Connie, get the right puppy that you want, but you might have to name him Filbert. Yep. So don't be afraid to try to fix your flowers or, do something to it that's going to make it look a little bit different. And I hope you had fun with this. And Ruth says she has a lot of work to do on hers. Ginger says she likes the name Filbert. So I want to thank you all for being here. Deb, yes, not very often do I want to show you this comment, y'all. I love how you take situations and show us how to fix it. No painting is perfect. That is exactly right. So do not hesitate. If you have a painting that you do not like, and if you don't like it, then you're just going to have to work on it. And that's just one of those challenges that you come up with as a painter is this really what I was trying to accomplish? So let's look at the two together. This one looks a little bit different because it has a white frame around it. Okay, so you can definitely see that it has a white frame around it. And you see how much darker this shading is? I should probably go darker down here as well because I like that really dark, a really, really dark black actually looks better. The black that I have on my palette here is a transparent black. So it didn't really make those areas as black as I want, but I really like that black contrast. And that's probably something that I'll go back and fix again as I'm working on this. So I hope y'all enjoyed all of the paintings that we've been doing over the past 9 days. Again, I will be back live tomorrow night at 8 p.m. to celebrate and talk to you about some things that we have coming up. Our membership is opening tomorrow morning. If you are on my email list, you have already gotten the email and you are already invited to come and join us on the inside. We would love to have you come and join us. We have over 300 paintings in our membership, and your best your best option is the VIP membership, because you get access to so much information. And Charlie just joined. Yay! Thank you, Charlie. We're so excited. I'm just going to show you this really quick. This is not correct. I probably shouldn't show you this, because the mini den is $20, not $19. But the den monthly is $35 and the annual is $350. You get 2 months free. And the mini den is a monthly membership, but there's only one painting a month, and you don't get a lot of, it's a limited. So for only $15 more a month, you get a lot more. If you get the annual subscription, it's only $29 a month. If you think about it, if you break that up into 12 months, it's really only $29 a month if you get the annual subscription. And you get a free painting apron like I have one right here. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. You can use the hub. You can use the Acrylic 101 hub and click on, I'll show that to y'all really quick right now. If you're not in the hub, you need to get in the hub, because this is where all of the information is going to be stored for the month of February. I'm trying to get into it right now. It's running a little slow. Let me see if I can go in it. There it is. Okay, and I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share my screen with y'all. Here we go. Here we go. Share screen. There we go. Okay. Let's see if I can find it again. There we go. Nope, that one, this one. Okay, so this is what you are going to have free access to. You notice here right at the top in red, you have free access now till February 10th, which is tomorrow. Then the access link is going to change, and I will send out a new link to my email subscribers only, which is still free. It's still free. So if you have not joined my email subscription, make sure you do. It is free from February 11th to the 29th. In here, you have access to the bingo game, the Facebook group, my website. If you have a question, just click all the way. You see the square on the right, have a question, click that, and it'll bring up a form for you to ask questions. There's a little about me in here. There's the whole schedule that we've been working on. And then you have all of the replays from day 1 all the way to day 10, which will be tomorrow. Okay, you have all of the replays in here for the entire month of February. This right here will be accessible to you the entire month of February through the link that we will send in an email. Okay, so let's see how I unshare my screen. There we go. So take your time, enjoy this opportunity to learn, have fun. We want you to have fun. That is the main thing. And we want you to get to know the people in the Facebook group. It has been the most positive Facebook group that I have ever, except my membership. My membership's Facebook group is very good as well. It's very similar. You will see the same exact type of response in the membership as well. And it has been such an awesome opportunity to work with all of you. I hope to see you on the inside, because it will definitely make a difference in your painting experience with everyone that is a part of the membership. And we'd love to have you join us. I only open the doors in February and August for the VIP membership, which is open now. Okay, so, or it'll open tomorrow, or if you check your email, it's open now. And you have a little early bird special going on right now. So tomorrow,
the early bird special goes away and it's just regular price. So I am looking for questions. I do not see any questions. Let's see. Is the annual from January to December? No, it's whatever date you sign up, Miss Paula. It's whatever date you sign up. You will get access for 365 days from the day that you sign up. And it is a recurring subscription. So if you don't want it to renew, like let's say you join February 9th. If you don't want it to renew on February 9th next year, you do have to cancel. You do get a reminder email about that. So you make sure that you take care of that before it actually. Let's see, anybody else? Anybody else? If you're not getting the emails, please email support. I'm going to put it in the support at jensdenart.com. Sometimes your email address gets blocked by the email programs out there. Sometimes there's a little, especially if you have an email that's not like a gmail.com or a yahoo.com, if it's some kind of odd.com, sometimes your emails will not get sent to you. So if that's the case, let us know, because I can talk to the email gurus on the back end, and I can tell them, can you please look at this email address and get my emails to go through to them, because sometimes it's actually that complicated. Okay, so if I've logged into the site, I should have your email. Correct. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. If you've put your email in the site, then I do have your email. That is correct. Okay. GenSten is the best support. They're the best in all areas. Thank you so much, Becky, for saying that. I really appreciate that. We love our community. We love them. Y'all are a big part of our lives. Michael is a big part of this as well. So our conversations daily have a lot of you involved in our conversations. And so yes, you are a part of our family, and we really, really love having you. All right. I don't see any other questions. Thank you for the classes. You are welcome. The bingo does end tomorrow. You are right. The bingo does end tomorrow. And the prizes, I've given away 3 prizes so far. We have 3 more to give away. The rest of the prizes will be today, tomorrow, and the next day. But it's only for February 1st through 10th. And then it goes to a private link. Okay. So I know right now you can see the videos on YouTube public, and you can see the videos on Facebook public, but there's a link that all I have to do is change it from public to private, and then they will become a part of your emails. All right. So yes, thank you. I will have fun. I'm getting ready to load up everything and get out of here. I have to travel a few hours to get there, so I will take off in just a little bit. All right. So I hope you all have a fun day, and I will see you all next time. Bye. Thanks for being here.